it's all over. This is officially my last video recap vlog thing of the 2016 NBA season because last night it ended. And as you may have seen, I did a pretty embarrassing reaction video because I was hyped, man. I was so hyped. If you go back and watch the video, man, I was sweating. I was gross. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I posted that on the internet. Now, before we get into my breakdown of Game 7 and basically the whole series, let me just say one more time, let me speak about who I cheer for and all that. Because even last night I saw so many comments, yo, how does this guy have Steve Nash jerseys, claim he's a Cavs fan, blah, 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 blah. No, okay, no. I grew up as a Steve Nash fan because as you know, he is from British Columbia where I am from. And I watched him, he was the reason I watched basketball, but when his career started dwindling, I kind of started fading away from watching the NBA. And then in the 2012 NBA Finals, I was like, yo, why does everybody hate LeBron so much? Yada, 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 bada boom, bada bing. I became a LeBron James fan. And I know that's not okay with some people, the whole bandwagon notion, but to me, a bandwagoner is somebody who, you know, maybe all season, you know, they just don't really cheer for anybody. They don't watch the NBA a whole lot. Then they pick up watching the NBA in the playoffs, and it's like, oh, yeah, I've been a Golden State Warriors fan the whole season for the last 5 years. When it's like, no, you just started watching basketball in the playoffs and you're just cheering for the best team. To me, that's a bandwagon. I mean, again, yeah, did I like the Cavs before LeBron? No, I didn't. I liked LeBron on the Heat, and now I like LeBron on the Cavs. But the thing is, I only watch basketball because of LeBron. Like, if he's not playing, I'm not watching. I mean, the playoffs, yeah, I watch the playoffs, but for the most part, he's where I find interest, why I like him. So I've never claimed to be a Cleveland Cavaliers fan, but of course I am ecstatic that they won because LeBron, third NBA championship. That's what I care about, man. That is what I care about. But now I'm gonna get to the NBA Finals Game 7 with my most unbiased, even though I'm wearing a Cleveland jersey, my most unbiased reaction analysis. And what a game. Finally, we got a close game. The whole series was blowouts back and forth, but it was still such an intriguing series. And Game 7 came, and despite being the champs from last year, the Golden State Warriors looked so shaky in the game, especially Stephen Curry, man. He's a guy that is an amazing player. He had a great year, one of the best regular seasons ever, unanimous MVP, of course. But when it came down to it, he's 1 for 8 or something in the fourth quarter. He couldn't get his shots to go. That one behind the back turnover he had, he can't do that, man. Not in Game 7. He just didn't step up. And to me, Klay Thompson he was all right. Klay was he wasn't a stud the whole series. He had his great moments, but man, him and Steph they just weren't able to recreate the magic that made them the Splash Brothers after games, 1 through 4. They just weren't the same. And actually, I've seen stats that say this was one of the worst performances by an MVP in the NBA Finals. So Steph Curry, not getting torched as much as, LeBron would, but he has taken his heat. Hopefully he can bounce back. He just needs to learn how to be, a better pure point guard. Because when it came down to it, if his shot's not falling, he's really ineffective. He's not too great at facilitating, getting Klay Thompson the ball or getting Draymond the ball last night. He's got to work more on that. And going into next year, teams, you have a blueprint of how to expose Steph. If you go at him like Russell Westbrook, like Kyrie did on offense, make him play defense, that's where he struggles. It's just like my boy Steve Nash when Steve was the MVP. Awful defender. So if you can attack him, make him work on that end, Steph Curry, not as invincible as we all thought. And for the Warriors, man, shout out to Draymond Green. In my opinion, he cost them Game 5 with that stupid suspension, which was valid. But yesterday, man, he showed up, a big time player to show up with 32, 15, and 9 or something. Like, it takes a big time player to show up on the biggest stage and put in that kind of performance. And the way he went after and hugged LeBron and showed mutual respect, that was awesome. Like, I grew so much more respect for the homie Draymond Green after that moment. But on to the Cavs, man. I can admit something to you guys now. I was wrong. After Game 2, I said, you know what, the Cavs are probably done. Then they won. Then they lost Game 4, and I said, you know what, the Cavs, you're probably done. Yeah, that's why you don't listen to me, okay? But, before the series, you can go back and watch the video, I did say, so I'm saying the Cavs are going to finish it off in 6 games on their home court. LeBron's going to have his 3rd ring. Cleveland's going to get a chip. Yeah, I said the Cavs would win in 6, and they won in 7, so I was basically this close to being right. No, I can't even act like I was confident in that pick, man. But the key to the Cavaliers coming back, man, none other than LeBron James. And I'm so proud of the way he played because in Game 4, I was right to criticize him. He didn't close the game down the stretch. He was silent in the 4th quarter. He put up good numbers, but he really struggled. But what did he do Games 5 and 6? 2 historic performances, 41 points apiece on both ends of the court. Like, that is what I think is being a little bit overlooked, is how good of a defender LeBron was this finals. Top notch with the blocks, with the steals, and just locking in no matter who he was guarding. It seemed like he really wanted it in games 5, 6, and 7. And in game 7 last night, I didn't think he played that great. He was being passive again. He couldn't get his jumper to fall, and he still ended up with 27, 11, 11, 3, 2. Like, for him to have an average game and have that stat line, to me, that just speaks to the greatness of LeBron and why he's probably a top 3 player in NBA history. Yeah, I said it. You know what? Just hate on me if you want, but I said it, okay? We could talk about that another time, though. But for people saying Kyrie Irving deserves the finals MVP, you're wrong, okay? LeBron, first player ever to lead the finals in all 5 major statistical categories. That's never going to be done again unless LeBron does it again. So, yeah, he kind of deserved finals MVP. But don't think I'm sleeping on Kyrie Irving. If the Cavs didn't have Kyrie Irving, I don't think there's another player in the league right now that could have done what he did for the Cavs. And it started, as I mentioned a while ago, on the defensive end. The way he locked Steph Curry, he clamped him. I mean, Steph still averaged 22, but it was always a struggle. It was never easy for Steph. He was never out there doing his thing. Kyrie Irving really showed me something. He showed me heart on defense, because a lot of defense is about effort, is about energy, and that's what I saw from LeBron for the first time in a long time. And that's what I saw from Kyrie, man. The effort, the heart on defense, and it really slowed down Steph. But the way this man can score, and he is 24 years old. Honestly, LeBron, I'm hearing rumors now he might leave Cleveland, which would be okay because he promised him 1 championship, he got it. But I have a hard time seeing it now. And if he doesn't leave, you know, him and Kyrie, that's gonna be a deadly duo, because Kyrie showed me something that he's gonna be a top 5 point guard in the league next year, for sure. I mean, he can score at will, and he was scoring at will in game 5, of course, on Klay Thompson, and he was even doing it last night. And Klay Thompson's probably a top 3 perimeter defender in the league. Like, he is such a good scorer. If he can develop, like I was saying with Steph, if he can develop his all-around point guard abilities, this dude could be a top player, top 5 player in the league. And thankfully for Kyrie, the reason him and LeBron work so well is because LeBron is basically a point guard. Even though he's a forward, I know he's 6'8", but he's got the passing ability and playmaking of a point guard, which benefits Kyrie well, because Kyrie can just go out there and score. And boy, did he ever. I definitely have LeBron as the #1 key to success for the Cavs in this series, but Kyrie close behind, man. Kyrie was awesome. And the rest of the Cavs, man, I gotta talk about them too. Tristan Thompson, the Canadian, 3rd most valuable player for the Cavs this series. The Warriors could not keep him off the glass, man. Talk about a big-time player in his role. Like, he exceeded everyone's expectations by getting on the glass, by finishing at the rim. He showed a few nice post moves. He made free throws last night. Unbelievable performance from Thompson. He showed himself to be a rim protector too, which at, like, what is he, 6'9", something like that? Pretty underrated. So Tristan Thompson, man, definitely showed that huge contract he got last offseason. It was worth it in this finals run. A huge shout out to my white brother, Kevin Love, man. That final defensive play where he locked Steph Curry, that was awesome. I was literally like, okay, pretend this window's the TV. I was like right here watching it. This was me. Go Love, go Love. You know, that guy, he didn't do anything spectacular last night, but he got some rebounds, played some defense, made a few free throws. And you know what, Kevin Love, I think he bounced back. I'm proud of him. I think he might be an option to get dealt this summer, but you know what? He is, in his role, he's a pretty effective player. And after that, man, Richard Jefferson, he said he's retiring. Good on Richard Jefferson. He was a great addition to the team with his quick decision-making, with his effort. J.R. Smith, too, wasn't, like, amazing, but he didn't cost the Cavs any games, which is key because J.R.'s brain is sometimes not there, but a great series from everybody. Also, if you guys didn't see J.R. Smith's post-game conference, man, you should go watch it. Dude was emotional. It was right from the heart. I wasn't expecting that from J.R., so yeah, man, props. But my final takeaway from this series is, if anyone wants to hate on LeBron, my man, LeBron, you're just doing it to be a hater, because at this point, you know, 3 rings. I'm not going to go through his whole career, but this championship might be the greatest in NBA history, beating the 73-9 record-setting Warriors. First team to come back from 3-1. If you say it's rigged, you go for it. You say it's rigged, but man, that's something that I don't know if this is ever going to be matched. And the 2 plays to close out the game, the LeBron James block and the Kyrie Irving step back 3 in unanimous MVP's face. Those 2 plays are going to go down in NBA history. Unbelievable. Thank you to Kyrie. As a LeBron fan, huge thank you for making that shot. I couldn't handle the lack of scoring down the stretch. You saved us. LeBron saved us with that block. Unbelievable game. And for LeBron James fans and Kyrie Irving fans and Cleveland Cavaliers fans, it's a time to celebrate, but for everybody else, it's a time to look forward to next year. So let me know right now who you guys got in the 2017 NBA Finals. Oh man, we have to wait till November for basketball again, brah. And shout out to all of you who supported my NBA Finals recap videos. They've been fun to make. Let me know what you guys thought of the finals. Hey, you guys know what to do, all right? Just do your thing. Just be great. Just end this with a LeBron James jersey. Yeah.